Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud. It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey, everybody, what is going on? It is Tuesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how you feeling tonight, man?
Second best season of the year, baby. Hot stove season. I'm doing good. Hope springs eternal. We're going to run this shit back. Now that the World Series has been decided and fucking Philadelphia fell on their face, we're good.
I'm so excited for hot stove season because the Reds are already getting rid of players and guys aren't signing. They're like getting rid of contract. We're going to go with a double-A squad next year. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to see that go down. How's it feel to have hope for next year? How's that feel?
Feels good. Real good.
You dig. Hanging out over here. I don't know what he's doing. He's digging. He's dressed much more appropriately today. Less like a banker that was whatever.
But a camo Under Armour hat, like what?
Now
he's getting his red state on over here.
My red stain?
Mookie, how you feeling, man?
Well, my beer just pissed down my arm, so I've been better, but it's fine, I guess. Just all over the floor.
Par for the course.
All right, man. Good to see you. That's what happens when you log into the show at 7:50.
Hey, listen, man. Someone's got to get this HOA in line, and apparently it's got to be me. So,
your outfit last week did look like you belonged to the HOA.
Belong, bitch? I'm a board member. You kidding me?
I was just gonna say you definitely were a board member, not just belong.
2-term board member, by the way. Youngest serving in history.
The treasurer that's embezzling the HOA funds.
Oh, bro.
Robert said Mookie's dressed in his red wave election day. And Matt Barr said Mookie looked like the kind of guy that handed out Republican flags.
You're not allowed to do that. At least in Texas, you aren't.
They're not allowed. They're not supposed to anywhere, but they do it.
How you feeling, man?
Look, bro, I'm all right, but it could be worse. I could be the city of Philadelphia. That cesspool of a fucking city lost 2 titles in the same day. So I could be feeling like shit, but at least I know I'm not a city of fucking losers. The best thing that city did for the country and society as a whole is that free fucking taco. Oh, and what hat am I wearing? Puro pinche Astro. Bury me in the fucking H. Jeremy Pena, Bucks. Not even Pena. I'm a fucking bean. I can say it the right way. Let's fucking go, bro. You see. I had it written in the stars. The star itself was fucking gold. The patch on the side, fucking gold. Fuck you talking about, bro? Bury me in the fucking H.
Hey, Cesar, Gabe is calling you out already. He said 70 points.
Look, bro,
game here in a little bit, and how dead wrong Cesar was.
For once.
Because he's hanging for
once.
Yeah. Our good friend Joe Hall. Joe, how you feeling, man?
Pretty good. Been a good day, all things considered.
Did you trim the beard? What's going on?
No.
Is it just less wind torn at the moment? Is that what's going on?
I don't know what it is, but it's all still there in all its glory.
Okay, cool. It just looked a little funny.
From the snow today. All that.
Yeah.
All that snow.
You got snow?
You got snowed on?
Yeah, I got dumped on as I was walking. Here we go.
No shit. Wow.
Looks terrible.
Wow.
Oh, that's not that bad. There's barely anything on the ground.
Yeah, try sloshing through it in running shoes, you piece of shit.
Hey, listen, man, no one made you walk, all right? God.
Mookie looks like the guy that would downplay walking in the snow and running shoes.
Joe, it's good to see you, man. We'll catch up with you here in a minute. We got an awesome show tonight. We got to talk about the Colts and what the hell they're doing. I have no idea what's going on with that franchise.
I'm sure you do. Irsay's back on the wagon.
A weekend of chaos in college football. I went through and figured out what the 12-team playoffs would be if we had a 12-team playoff. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Look, bro, just put fucking Texas in it after this Saturday.
No, dude, he's talking about the NFL playoffs.
Bro, fuck them. The Cowboys are going
We'll
to
recap the World Series, I guess. Maybe give a tip of the cap to Dusty. We got to talk about the Mets.
Minorities. Let's fucking go.
Minorities. Let's.
You can't take this away from me, bro.
It's a good time to be a minority, apparently.
Hold on.
Race card.
We also got to talk about this contemporary era ballot. And I got to get your feelings on that, Scott, because we've got 8 guys, pretty much all steroid users, that are up for the Hall of Fame again. And we got to figure out what's going on. Also, the match is back, bitches. We'll talk about that later on, too. Before we get to all that, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking. Cue that sexy music, Joe, if you will. Thank you. Scott, what is in your mug tonight? Would you bang it?
I am drinking Founders Brewing French Toast Bastard, an 11% vanilla cinnamon maple. We've done the old backwoods bastard on the show before, but as soon as I saw French toast, I was like, yeah, that's me. Little bourbon barrel aged, good shit. I mean, I got nothing else to say. This is delicious. I took one drink. The vanilla's coming through so strong, and that maple.
Okay, let me ask though, how much for the 4-pack?
How much for the 4-pack? Actually, it was only 14.
Not bad. Okay.
Yeah, I was that was the other reason I picked it up, because as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, this is gonna be like a $20 4-pack, and then I saw $14.99. I'm like, yep, that'll work.
That's fantastic. All right, well,
delicious. I would fuck this bastard hard.
Mookie, what are you drinking? Would you bang it?
I don't know about that because it's all foam so far, but it's inhibited form from Cerebral Brewing. Dry hopped oat lager, which should be good once it chills the fuck out and lets me drink instead of foaming everywhere.
Oat lager?
That's what it says.
None of those 3 terms seem like they should go together. All 3 of those things seem like they should be for different beers. Dry hop, IPA, oat, more with the stout.
Yeah, they do, but they do go together real well. Yeah. We're doing it slow and sweet on the side.
All right, good deal. Cesar, what's in your mug tonight? You banging it?
So I'm kind of spoiled today. I have 903 Brewers Magic Bar flavored stout. It is coconut, chocolate, pecan, sweetened condensed milk flavored, and graham cracker flavored stout. See,
look at you with the stout.
Wait, bro.
I like it.
Wait, bro. I love 903. Shout out Texas. I love Texas. But
you're about to hate on this beer for no reason, aren't you?
No, I just don't like stouts, bro. This shit tastes like fucking.
Fuck you, stouts.
It just, I don't know. I'll get to explain this later. And I'm also drinking 903's orange vanilla and ice cream gose.
Oh,
nice.
Oh my god. That sounds amazing.
That's got to make up for it, hands down. Doesn't
matter.
Oh,
no, fuck yeah, it is. That's why I'm drinking this piece of shit first.
903 is fantastic, Robert. They are. They really are.
No, I don't have shitty taste buds, bro. I'm just fucking 21.
That's fair.
Like, it's like drinking coffee. You don't start drinking that shit until like you're 26.
Thank you, Steven. Yes.
Stouts for the best beer. Go fuck yourself. You damn
always stout season.
Always stout season. Joe is not drinking anything, but he does have himself a big old bag of B-Dub.
Big ass
I'm actually enjoying an 1800 A&W root beer stout.
Dude.
It's it's 0.0 ABV, but
it's good, fuck.
Guys.
8.5 alcohol.
That logo looks familiar. I think they ripped this off.
I think they did. Damn. we might need to have a cease and desist.
Wait. What kind of wings we going with Joe?
Yeah, what's the order, Joe?
I always get everything sauce on the side because it makes it less soggy when I'm eating it
Sauce
to
on
go.
the side.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
That's
it.
a smart move.
That's
That's what I do
incorrect.
too.
I've
Well,
got,
what kind of
I got-
sauce on
I
the
got,
side do
I
you
got, I got chips and salsa for my appetizer,
That's also wrong.
and then I went with spicy garlic, sweet barbecue, and some Asian zing. 'Cause
Oh,
I like to-
Asian zing for the win.
I like
my
to
man.
combine. I like to combine the spicy garlic and the sweet barbecue. If you haven't tried that, it is a great flavor combination. I would also bang that.
See, Joe,
I
now
have to
you
do that,
make
but
it
that
back from a
Asian
good
zing,
grace.
you won me
That's-
over because I love some Asian zing.
What?
Asian thing is solid. That's a good choice. Let's check and see what everybody in the comments is drinking. Jared is going with the Nor'easter Double IPA, double dry hop, Mosaic and Idaho hops, 8.7% ABV. Black Hog Brewing in Oxford, Connecticut. It's like hooking up with the Swedish IG model that needs a green card period.
What do you mean by that?
You know what that means, Cesar.
I do know. That's fucked
Matt
up.
says he's drinking Voodoo Ranger Vice IPA, would take out to a nice seafood dinner and absolutely color again.
Also, pause real quick. Fuck Matt because he tried to talk shit about me and Mookie being shocked that there's snow on the ground because it's quote winter. Bitch, we're in the middle of fall. It ain't fucking winter, so eat a dick.
Also, it's surprising because Joe's in the desert. That makes it weirder
Yeah.
that he's got snow going on there. Robert's drinking an untitled art affogato ice cream pastry stout. Of course, it's 11% ABV.
Hey, I'm happy. I'm tied with Robert for once. 11%ers mount up.
He said he'd take this beer to meet his parents, and I'm not reading the next comment that came after that one. I refuse. Gabe's got a foggy footpath, 8.1% ABV, double dry hop, double IPA from Humble Forager Brewing. He said he's banging. I forgot
like a
to get
disease.
beer today, but unlike Scott, I have more than just Bud Light in the fridge.
Oh, there's no reason to take me out.
Mine chroma key's out, but it's a 50 West Coast to Coast IPA. It's the old reliable. It's a missionary Wednesday for this one. You know, it's the go-to. You're like, you're here, I'm here. Let's just do something about this. Let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking and whether or not you would bang it.
Let me freak.
What?
That's
All
what the
right,
Wednesday missionary is. It's just like, yo, I'm here, you're here, let me freak.
Little Dicky style.
That's right.
Just coming at you like a man. Just let me hit it, please.
Because either you're gonna let me hit it or I'm gonna have to hit it myself, and ain't no one winning in that argument. Oh, almost got the spit take. Almost.
I held it in. Joe, let's check the map and see where you are at as soon as I can get it set up here on the screen. You have not quite made it to California yet. So close. Last time we talked to you, you said you were hoping to be in California today. So
Dude, what is taking you
just
so long?
shy? We're in Carson City, Nevada. Made it almost all the way through Nevada before today. Are we still on track, Joe? And he left. He left as I'm giving him his props. He drops off the call.
Well, because he knows he should be in California by now.
Here he comes. All right, he's back. There he is.
I was gonna say,
I tried to unmute myself so you guys didn't hear me chewing, and then I ended up going back in the browser. So we're back.
Did you get sauce on the screen?
No, I got
Oh,
jizz on
shut
the
up,
screen.
sauce.
Jizz.
Hey, jizz is a lot easier to get off than buffalo sauce.
What?
What?
At least
Back to
once
back
a
weeks
week.
with the
At
different
least
style.
once a week, you say something that gets us all to just be like, "What the fuck?"
Moving
on.
You think I like try to do this stuff, but like it takes me a minute until I realize what actually happened, and I was like, oh,
You use Reddit, right?
hell yeah,
Yeah, I figured.
that's how I got through grad school.
I do too, to be fair.
Joe,
It's got
so
multiple purposes too. Let me tell you what. That's why I
even
got.
though you didn't quite make it to California, we still on track. You still got 2 weeks to go.
That was funny.
Wraps up.
Yep. The goal is if I get to Tahoe Thursday night, then we'll start the California portion of the walk, and that gives me 12 days to cover 216 miles, which is about 18 miles a day. So it shouldn't be too bad.
So that's like cakewalk at this point. Like you've put in days that are like almost 30 or over 30 miles. So if you're staring down like 18-mile days, are you just like, this is fucking easy. I got this.
No, I mean, really, like for me, as soon as I can get up and over Echo Summit, just outside of Tahoe in the Sierras, where everything starts going downhill. After that, there ain't nothing going to stop me aside from getting hit by a vehicle. But the sketchy part is I don't know how well they're going to clean the roads off between now and Friday. I've been keeping up on the webcams for Caltrans to see how the roads look. And up till today, like this, from this morning till about now, was supposed to be the heaviest part of the snow. And the roads in Tahoe, you can still see the concrete, like you can still see the road itself. But as you go up in elevation on the web cameras, it gets a little bit deeper. So I'm trying to reach out to a couple people that have messaged me to see if they would be willing to transport the stroller up and over on Friday. Because if I could do that, then the plan would be on Friday to cover 27 miles and go from hotel to hotel in the Sierras. And then after that, like I said, I'll be down below the snow line, and then it's just dealing with the rain, which really isn't a big deal.
Scott, what are we laughing at?
Stephen Masters' comment about Cesar.
That's so perfect, right?
Why does Cesar look so confused, like he hasn't jerked his chicken and it threw up on his?
Because I control it.
Yes, I control it.
Pro move right there. Well, you're clearly not watching it 1080p with AirPods in. Then, if you're able to control it, I guess is
no,
what
I
he's
am, but
saying.
bro, just fucking make sure where you're aiming, and there's some sort of fucking bowl, or like you just aim for your fucking
Bowl?
like
Bowl?
your toilet, your toilet bowl, your toilet bowl, or if you're in the shower, it's not that hard.
I
iPhone's
just use
fucking
hand towels in the
waterproof now.
hotel.
I was
You
going
could
to say
just use
that's
it in
why
the
I've
shower.
never.
It's like, is this the same bowl I did it in? Fuck it.
No.
Is that milk from cereal? last night?
This ice cream is a little salty.
And mine's more sweet.
You tasted it, obviously.
No, no, I've just been told.
Gotta sample the merchandise, huh?
I was going to say, do you send them an exit poll every time or something? Like
I used to.
on a scale of sweet or savory to sweet, where was last night's
I
experience?
could check the fucking Google Doc or like the Google form.
Oh my God, please do that.
Oh
would be
man, you need to
amazing.
invest in a tube sock.
Can I fill out the Google form? I love filling out surveys.
It says like, congratulations, you hooked up with Cesar.
You should get tested.
I'm being
Meanwhile,
serious.
I've
I'm
got
being
some
serious.
questions for you.
Wait, you're not joking? You seriously have a Google form that you?
Yeah. I'm looking for it.
How many respondents did you have that were, well, I guess, not to judge, but I was going to say how many of them weren't dudes, because I figured all your friends filled it out. But if you're trying to holler that way too, that's all good.
Steven said, look at the fancy fuck over here with his bowl. And Matt thinking what we're all thinking, remind me not to eat cereal at Cesar's place.
Does he got those plastic bowls that have a little straw coming off of them? So is
I wonder if lowering my brightness helps.
It does not.
It does not help at all.
Yeah, it does.
I can see. Thank you
Thank
for
you for hooking up with Cesar. We'd
love to hear your feedback regarding your experience.
Well, what's it say below that? Why are you hiding the rest from
Your
me?
identity will be kept confidential, and this is for research purposes and bettering the overall experience.
That's solid, dude.
Question one.
Please rate us 5 stars on Google.
You checked in at Caesar's dick.
How would you rate the game for Mr. Nada?
You
Again,
checked out 3 minutes later.
1, have no idea what he was doing. Number 10, it hits.
Your feedback is important to us.
It is, bro. It is.
It will only be used for training and educational purposes.
That's what I
Okay,
feel.
wait a second. So this means if that's a Google form, that means you have a Google sheet somewhere that has all of the responses.
Well, I mean, no, Google Forms sorts that out for you like automatically.
That's what I'm saying. There's a
Right,
Google
you
sheet.
Yeah,
in your
there's the answer.
that has all the responses.
There's the answer.
I'm gonna need you to send me the link to that. We'll bring it up live, and we will go through your performance live on the show.
We can anonymize them too.
I want to see
know
how many people rated you. It hits because I can't imagine there's
No, bro, dude, I'm at 7.
Holy shit! You got 7 girls to respond to your form. That's impressive.
No, I'm at 7. Like, I've only been through 7. I'm not a whore, guys.
Wait, but so you're saying not all 7 filled out the form?
I'm not a whore, says the kid who's got a Google form that he gives to ladies afterwards, reading his feedback.
You know what he is? He's a
Derek,
ladies' man
Derek
right
Jeter
there.
went with the signed gift basket. My man hits him with a Google Doc.
So out of 7,
You get them fucking
oh, I could just
their
check.
their email chimes.
Let me see the responses. 5.
Joe, while
5.
Cesar looks up notes about his sexual performance,
Bro, I lost my V card super late. I want to see if like I was caught up to speed or not. I was concerned.
So you went Google Docs.
this
with it.
was the best.
Bro, it's because everyone loses it in fucking high school. I lost it during fucking COVID.
You were up against the odds there. That's for
Yeah,
damn
bro.
sure. Like
There was a
you
whole
lost
ass,
some
there was-
prime mating time.
there's a whole ass curfew that I had to avoid in Laredo, bro.
This is some Gen Z.
I had to
ass
be home
shit.
by 10 because if not, the cops are giving me a fucking ticket.
That's fair. But have you ever thought about like
How much
lunchtime?
did it cost to lose that card?
They paid me.
Joe, what
Was it
were the
credit or
highlights
debit?
from this week, man?
It was
Anything fun happen out on the road?
I mean, nothing really fun. A couple of nights ago, when I was at the fire station, they had like a really huge overhang. They're like, hey, you know, we don't normally let people just come inside, sleep. And I'm like, no big deal. It was actually going to be like 40 in the 40s overnight. So for me, I was like, I didn't even put my rain fly on the tent to, you know, seal heat in.
Whoa, what a badass.
The firefighters woke me up twice checking on me. I fell asleep early because it's dark early as shit now. So like I was asleep by like 6:45, and then like 8:30, a firefighter comes up and he was like, "Hey, oh man, I'm sorry, did I wake you up?" And I'm like, "Eh." And he was like, "I'll just check and make sure do you need anything?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "All right, well, we just want to make sure you're all good." And then later on that night, like the wind got super bad. The last 8 miles of that night, two nights ago, was like pushing into straight 20, 30 mile an hour winds. So like it was smoking my legs. And overnight, the first half, the front end of the storm that's in the Sierras was hitting this, was coming through. And it was gusting to like 60, 70 miles an hour to the point that even though I was on like the eastern side of the building, right, where I should be shielded from the wind, I still woke up with like sand in the tent because the wind had gusted up and was blowing around so much that night. Last night I found an Airbnb in Dayton, Nevada, and the couple, man, like the couple was super cool people. They offered to let me stay tonight for free, and I was like, I can't really afford to lose another day. As I was coming into Carson City today, I was coming down, getting ready to go. I think I'd officially crossed in and gone over this hill, which was really sketchy with the snow hitting because, like, I actually had to slow myself down going downhill because I was worried I was going to lose my shit and then end up, like, slinging the fucking stroller about 2 miles down the road in traffic. But, like, they went into Carson City and were shopping and came back by, and they stopped and they were like, they stopped to check on me and make sure I was cool, make sure I didn't need anything. And I told them, I was like, and here I am in my shorts doing my, again, like we talked about, Bill Burr's like, my legs don't get cold. Like that is something appealing to mate with. So like,
see, Cesar, that's how you do it, dude. You just wear shorts everywhere.
So I was in my, like I said, I had shorts and all I had was like my thermal top and a hoodie on. And like, it was like frozen. Like my hoodie was freezing and they were like, you need anything? And I was like, nope, I'm good. Cause it really didn't feel that cold.
Goose.
Like it was like mid 30s, like it was snowing, but like temperature wise, aside from my hands getting a little bit cold, I felt fine. But they just wanted to make sure I was okay, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got about 3 miles from the hotel today, and one of the firefighters from the station 2 nights ago saw me as I was walking through Carson City, and he was like, "Hey man," he's like, "I'm gonna give you a ride." He's like, "Because there's no shoulder up here, and they're not plowing the roads. They were only plowing US 50. They weren't plowing any of the back roads yet." So tomorrow when I get to the hotel I'm at tomorrow in Minden, I'm going to get in the fitness center and make up 3 miles on the treadmill. So I will not do the 3 miles. But yeah, it was actually, and once we got in and like I started watching, like I watched the path I would have walked, it would have been real fucking dangerous to walk. So I was actually I wasn't glad, but I was glad that I took him up on the offer, because it could have been bad with as much snow as they were getting, as fast as they were getting it.
Is this the most treacherous part of the trip that you've experienced so far? I know you had that tunnel that was extremely frightening, but this seems like it's an even worse experience. This
could have been, yeah. If I had tried to walk this, it would have been sketchy, because there was still quite a bit of traffic coming, towards me, the way I would have been walking. And I don't trust anybody. I don't even trust myself driving in the snow. So I'm not going to trust anyone else. And yeah, the snow should be finished moving through by tomorrow morning. So after that, it's just about, NDOT and Caltrans getting the roads cleared up. There's not supposed to be anything else after that. So hopefully they can get the roads cleared up and I can make this last push up and over the mountains and then be smooth sailing.
Joe, you've passed through several states so far. Which state has the worst drivers that you've seen?
All the white ones.
All the white ones.
Hit him with it.
No, go for it.
Hit him with it.
I'm finding it.
Race car.
You ain't in through no black ones, and they're all white states. What the fuck you talking about?
Who lives in Nevada?
Willis.
Yeah, I'm north of the Mason-Dixon. These are all white states.
Yeah, they're all white.
No,
I don't know. Maybe there's some trapped white people. I don't know.
Some
I
trapped
haven't really
white.
been like threatened by drivers at all in any state, really. Maryland was probably the only one, and that was just one dude,
Baltimore.
one old guy who I was on the back roads going to wherever I was going one night, and he managed to pass me going the same direction within like a 15-minute period. And I'm like, how the hell did you just swing around the block, Chief? But like every time he drove by, because there was no shoulder.
God.
He would just drive by and like put his arms up in the air and look at me like I did something wrong. And I'm like, easy, Grandpa, you're already on your way out.
This bitch is fucking amazing.
You
This
should
is so fucking good.
You should go on Google
Oh.
Docs and rate it.
I recommend it. Oh, bro, Laredo drivers are fucking dog shit. Masters, Steven, you're right 1,000%. We fucking suck at driving, except for me because I'm from Austin.
I was gonna say I'm pretty. I can't even. Where if you had to pick one Texan city neighborhood area, where are you getting buried, Cesar? Laredo, Houston,
Realistically,
Austin.
for like my real answer, which is gonna be kind of sappy, wherever my brother is. Wherever my little brother is where I
Okay,
get
that's
buried.
that's not the question. Where is your location of origin? Where was your brother? Where is he from?
It's because we're from Laredo. We're from Laredo.
Ah, there it is. Laredo.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Laredo.
That's what we were looking for.
Not
It's
Austin
just that.
or Dallas.
It's just a Texas thing. Texas claims all of Texas. Like, we're by ourselves.
That's funny.
Mookie,
You'd think
dynamite tangent right there. Well done.
It's what I do, man. It's what I'm here for.
Dallas drivers are the fucking worst.
Go
Dynamite drop in, mommy.
Go help Joe out.
933.
Before the end of the walk, we
You
got
mean-
2 weeks to go on the walk. Allacrossthecountry.com. You can still buy a shirt, Cesar. You can also donate to Run a Mile for Jackson. Help Joe hit his goals on this walk. And also, as we always like to mention, Cesar,
Fuck.
the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline
that's
is
what I thought you meant.
988, not
933.
I was missing
Caesar,
the other half.
Caesar, call
missing the other half.
933. I want to know what happens.
I was missing the other half.
or anybody you know is experienced.
I don't think I don't think we have or will ever get through the suicide crisis number without some kind of chicanery.
Yeah,
Without
it's-
one of the two on the bottom fucking it up.
There's
Yeah,
been a couple times.
988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. God bless it. Let's, Joe, you gonna hang out for a little bit? You want to talk some football? All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. Oh, are you really calling 933 right now, Cesar?
Check the number and dial again. Or
Well,
Hey,
that was anticlimactic.
there's an
Yeah.
opportunity here, though,
Shocker
because clearly no one's taken that number yet. We could swoop
Hey,
in.
Caesar, you can make it an audio survey by using 933.
Oh,
There you
fuck
go.
yeah. Joe, you're a fucking dog. TCU is fucked. I will be
So-
in attendance.
If a girl only hits a triple with you, does she still get the survey?
No.
It's got to be the home run.
Yeah.
Inside the park, too?
What about
Whatever it is, bro. As long as it goes inside.
Do you think the Colts asked Frank to fill out a survey on his way out? Like, do you think Irsay hit him with the survey? Like, hey, we fucked you over pretty good here. Rate us how well we did fucking you over, giving you Carson Wentz and then dried up Matt Ryan and then fired you for it. Here you go. Have a good one. Scott, how did you feel? How did you take to the news of boring ass Frank Reich, the one who made Hard Knocks in season unbearable last year? How did you take to the news of him getting fired?
I laughed initially. It was the initial laugh of Frank, you finally got relieved of your boring ass duties. Like we stopped blaming it on just Carson because it was a dual concept there with them both being too boring to win anything. But then what the fuck, Jeff Saturday?
Where did that
never
come
coached
from?
anything ever in his life?
No,
Jeff Saturday?
Incorrect. He coached high school football, Scott. So
Yeah,
he's
you were like 2-6.
clearly qualified to take over an NFL job for the remainder of the year when there are two former head coaches on the staff. Can't let them have the job. Got to bring in Jeff
There's a
Saturday.
reason they're former.
It's
doesn't matter.
funny
They
though
could be
because I
wrong.
actually like
Saturday.
Jeff Saturday as a player, and he's all right, I guess, as an analyst. But man, I'm not hiring a guy like that to just come in and be the head coach. Somebody who's not even in anyone's building. Yeah, come on in.
Bro, Dan Orlovsky and like Mina Condren be like the fucking offensive defensive coordinator by the end of the season. Then
Jim
That's
is
a
back on them.
championship team right
Jim's
there.
back on them pills, yo.
RC is gonna be the fucking DB's coach.
Irsay's
Oh my
back on the sauce.
They
and
will
the
give up
game.
100 yards passing a game maximum.
I didn't.
It's because they're
see
going to go
that
after
card.
Jimmy Harbaugh next year.
He's like, "What's my
Kecky's-
favorite day of the week?
can't.
Saturday. Get Jeff in here."
My favorite day of the week is Saturday, without a doubt. Dude, this beer is fucking amazing. I can't believe it.
Mookie looks like the kind of guy that's mad when a white coach is fired but thinks minority firings are justified.
You know what the crazy part is? Minority firings don't even fucking happen. Why? Because we aren't hired in the first place.
That's true. Yeah, give him the rap air horn for that. Give him the rap air horn for that.
He deserves it. But also,
Malcolm X with the hex on my future
also-
son.
Race card.
Yeah, it was a twofer, but whatever.
Caesar's pulling that card hard and heavy today. He's going
He's
after
filling
that.
in for me.
I just don't understand why are they tanking though? Because we really think that if they get CJ Stroud
Or
or
Bryce Young.
Bryce, is that really solving that franchise? Because I think they got a hell of a lot more problems if who they're bringing in immediately off the bench is Jeff Saturday. Peyton wasn't available, honestly.
That's a good point.
Peyton's
Yeah.
probably making too much money otherwise to worry about coaching.
Oh, come on. No, Peyton would do it in a heartbeat. He's like, wait, I've only got to do 8 weeks this season, and then I can go right back to producing film anyways. Yeah, cool. Why not? That's going to give me my next docuseries. Perfect. And he could have Chad Powers on his QB staff.
Why is Caesar yelling muted? What is happening? He's
Fuck
muted.
the whole state of Kentucky. Fuck the whole state of Kentucky. Will Levis is dog shit. He makes throws that I can fucking make, and I'm 5'10".
Oh, I was like, what are you why is Kentucky catching bullets?
You got so angry and were screaming as you're
Into
muted.
the
I was
void.
so confused.
Well, I'm still angry.
Why,
Will
do you
Levis fucking sucks
why don't you like Kentucky? What's the
because they're fucking bitches and they paid the refs.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
Context: I
Saturday-
had money on Mizzou money line this past Saturday.
Hey, you know what money line hit this weekend, Caesar?
Arsenal.
Oh, that's true too. I wasn't going to go there.
You're welcome.
Yet,
You were hammered when I told you to take that.
but you see the red. You see the red. That's right. Still top of the Prem. 1 game to go.
We'll get
against
there later. Fuck
dog
Will
shit
Levis,
Wolverhampton.
most overrated white quarterback in the past fucking 60 years.
Excuse me, Brady Quinn would like a word, sir.
Yeah, no
He went to
kidding.
Notre Dame. He's a dog.
I don't know.
Jimmy Clausen would like a word, sir.
He
Chris
was
Sims
Brady was
also.
properly rated coming out in the draft. To be honest, I mean his ass went late.
Stephen Masters asking, did Kentucky give you a bad Google Sheet rating?
No, bro, I would never fuck my cousin. That's the thing.
Kentucky's your cousin?
No.
All right, so Cesar is clearly anxious to talk college ball. Not happy about the results of Missouri, Kentucky, but it's been a crazy weekend. This was a wild weekend. Cesar had predicted Clemson would beat Notre Dame by 70.
I was just being a cunt, bro.
That did not pan out as well as you thought it was going to.
Nope.
What's going through your mind? How are you? Like, all right, Cesar, as that game's ending and Notre Dame is just beating the shit out of Bill Sweeney and the Clemson Tigers.
Excuse me, who?
Billy.
Who?
Billy Sweeney. I'm not calling him
William.
William. He doesn't even deserve
William.
William. He's Billy.
Okay, I'll back you on that one.
He as they're getting trounced. How are you feeling at that moment, knowing you have to come to this show on Tuesday and put up with Mookie and me?
Oh, I mean, for the first time in the whole season, y'all have had a good moment to celebrate. I was happy for y'all. It was the first time y'all could
That's a hell of
celebrate.
a spin.
Dude, this is just like I was telling you in the text thread like 3 times in the last month. Stop bringing shit in here like facts and compassion. That's not what we're about.
So, unbeknownst to the viewers, I actually get along with my I'm their below them. I forgot the fucking
We're all
word.
equal here, bro. I don't
You're-
know what
you're
kind of
still
shit
in
you're talking about.
You're still the intern, but continue.
Yeah.
You're the unpaid intern and we're
Yeah.
the unpaid full-time employees.
So,
Purposes, he's crushing his way.
so I'm at my
Nah,
friend's-
10 wings are done. I'm having the potato wedges.
I'm at my
now. It's
friend's
like a
cousin's high school
middle.
football game, and I'm watching the most disgusting offense being played. I could have called better plays with the Madden playbook. So we're leaving the game, and I get a FaceTime call from Mookie, who was fucking blasted.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
blasted.
Oh, no. Hammered.
Bro,
Hammered.
with one of his friends. And next thing you know, I hear that Notre Dame is beating them like 35-3, and I'm like, I have like a brain blast of fucking Raven Baxter vision, because earlier in the day I took my parlay and Missouri had to hit.
Wait. Time out. Hold on. Pause. Did you just make a That's So Raven reference?
It's the second time I do it on the show.
I'm just
Yeah, he
making
did
sure
it
we're
last
clear.
week, too.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
I wanted to make sure I
Hang on, before you continue and get off of this phone call, I want to say Scott was so smart for not accepting that FaceTime call, because
yeah.
Mookie FaceTimed the group chat and I clicked answer by mistake, knowing full well what I was walking into.
I didn't
And
know.
I just sat there
What-
as Scott Square disappeared, and I'm like, damn it, he was
Yeah.
too smart for this one.
When I saw it coming in, I was like, "There's not a chance in hell I'm answering
I answered.
this shit. He's wasted.
I
There's
answered.
no way I'm answering this fucking call."
I'm always gonna answer. Anyways, so I'm like, oh, what's the score? 35 fucking 3. 35-3, and I'm like, huh? So I took a parlay to cover my losses just in case Missouri lost, which was Texas over 13.5 first half points, which hit by a fucking mile. Dude, if I just bet singles this whole year, I'd be up like fucking 10, 20,000 units, but I don't because I'm stupid. Tulane to win outright. I fucking love Tulane. Roll wave. And
Roll
Clemson to win outright. And I sent to the group chat, I'm being a little bitch and a hater by putting putting Clemson, but I'm doing it just to be a hater. And what the fuck happened? I'm down 10 units. So that's my thought. But then at the same time, do you prefer money or your friends' happiness? They might be my bosses, but I love my friends as well. So to see them happy for the first time in like 15 years, I'd take it.
Cesar, do you remember the conversation about Notre Dame is better than Texas? And you were like, no way, it's bullshit, man. There's no way.
It still is bullshit.
Texas is currently ranked 18th. Notre Dame's 20th. There is a good chance somebody makes that matchup happen in a bowl game.
Oh my
it's a
God. Bro,
very
if that,
real
I'm standing up. If that happens, we're going. We're going.
hands down.
I'm
in.
taking money out of my savings out, and we're going to the fucking game. Well, I'm paying for my ticket. Y'all are adults. You can pay for yourself.
That's fair, yeah.
Shit, I got kids. I'm broke.
I was gonna say, I have kids. I can't go to it. What you think? I need to plan that years in advance, man.
It's not gonna be New Year's Six Bowl.
Well, so hold on a minute though. Let's be real about this. Then who's going to be the chaperone if it's just me and Cesar?
Oh fuck the government, the police.
I don't think we want that to happen. It would be a bad time for both of us.
Oh my God, Steven just said Texas Notre Dame in the Texas Bowl.
Oh, that would be sick.
In the H. Oh my goodness. What's the strip club there?
All of them. Speaking of which, Mike, who was the other person on the call?
I don't know, bro. Some bald white dude.
Oh, weirdo. Okay.
You grabbed E, and we're.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And E, I believe E's exact words were, "Who the fuck is that kid?"
Yeah, bro. I almost got racially profiled by your homie. That's some crazy shit, bro.
You got
brought everybody into a call that nobody knew what was happening. It was the most Mookie on brand thing that I've ever seen in my life.
You know what the saddest part is that I saw the call log and I was like, oh shit, that's a terrible butt dial.
Mookie, you also
dial,
sent
brother.
like 3 videos to the group chat and then said the next day, I have no recollection of
Pictures.
doing this.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely wasn't me.
It was
I
a
did
literal,
look
it
at
was a
the
literal
photos
dog.
and
Like, not even like
what the fuck?
DAWG. It was just a dog.
No, I know, right? Like that was Riddle's dog on my lap, and I think I had
Wait,
Michaela
like the
take
wrestler?
pictures, and then, I mean, he wrestles, yeah. Riddle gets down.
That's cool.
The other big win was Brian Kelly actually doing something impressive at LSU
Fuck
and
that
knocking
guy.
off
Big
Alabama.
balls, giant fucking balls.
Scott, did you see any of that game?
No, I was paying attention to the score. No, I take that back. We did throw it on in the background and have it on, and because I was sitting there thinking, okay, any minute now, Alabama's gonna do that Alabama thing where they just take off. And instead, Nick Saban was doing his screaming thing like I called, only it wasn't because they weren't up by $1 billion. It was because they were not winning. So, yeah, I
Bryce
did have
Young
that game.
deserves so much better.
In fact,
Brian
you guys will be proud of me. This was the most college football that I've seen probably in like 7 or 8 years, like this weekend. For whatever reason, I picked the right weekend to pay attention to what was going on in college football. Like,
You really
it was
did.
totally accidental, but I'm like, why is everything crazy happening this weekend when I'm actually paying attention?
Dude, it was a great weekend of just sports too, though, because you had it starting off in earnest with Georgia, Tennessee, which was a phenomenal game. You then had it leading into obviously the late
wasn't
game.
a good game. That wasn't.
It wasn't a good game. It was a fucking
Yeah, I was gonna say
blowout.
that wasn't a good game.
Are you kidding me?
But
That was fantastic to
the
watch.
most
I
important
loved every
part,
single fucking minute of it.
Tulane won
Here's
and
why-
covered.
no, this is why that's not good. I don't get Georgia. This is a defense that like shuts down Tennessee, which is like a top-rated offense, but then still gives up 22 points to Kent State. I don't know what
Missouri.
to think of this.
Also,
Missouri.
Yeah, because
No,
who
but
the
Kent
fuck?
State,
Who
Kent
cares?
State scored 22 on Georgia. How does that happen? And then they turn around and do that to Tennessee.
They had
It
their
makes
fourth
no
stringer in
sense.
from the first quarter. Like they win when it matters, and they win big, dude, and they win with big old balls. I loved
Yeah,
every minute of it.
ask Jared about that game.
Yeah, big old balls, Jared.
He was one of he was one of them people on corner booth thinking that Tennessee was gonna fucking win. Not I.
Yeah, okay.
Not I.
I think everybody thought Tennessee was going to
bro,
win.
what
that
do you
game.
expect? He's
I
from
didn't.
fucking
As soon as we
Philly.
saw Georgia was at home, I'm like, oh, they're gonna get up for this game. They're champs. Like, here comes Tennessee. Like, it was ripe for Georgia to win that fucking game.
Oh, 100%. And it was at Georgia. They were at home.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was
Are
in
you
Georgia.
kidding?
That's what I
Yeah.
just said.
Gabe saying,
Okay,
and
fine. Well, reiterated.
Gabe going back to the Brian Kelly 2-point conversion that which first of all, ballsy ass call to go for 2 when you're playing Alabama. Like that was a gutsy call on Brian Kelly's part. But he stuck the dagger in Notre Dame fans' hearts when he said that was the call we had against Florida State when they called us for offensive pass interference. And I knew they weren't calling it again. And it was the exact same play call that was pass interference and worked out in his favor this time. Joe, your boys suffered a little scare in Chicago in 90-degree winds.
I don't know if
But
it was a
you're like
scare. They played like dog shit.
You're a level-headed Ohio State fan. Like Ohio State fans were melting down on
They were
Saturday.
losing
Oh,
their
how-
shit.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I specifically avoid the in-game threads on 11 Warriors because it's literally like 300 people that want Ryan Day fired, a guy who's lost 4 games as a head coach since he's been the head coach, a guy who's lost 1 Big Ten game, and they're like, get rid of him. He sucks, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, it's like, dude, the wind was like 50 miles an hour one direction. All the points were pretty much scored going with the wind. Like, nobody was doing much. And Stroud didn't get a lot of help. Guys were dropping passes. And everybody's like, oh, God, Stroud's terrible. I'm like, grow up. Like,
Look,
in 02, in the 02-03 season when Ohio State won the Natty, and this is not me calling a national championship, because I think there's like 4 or 5 teams that are all at that level. But like in 2002, 2003, like we had to beat UC on the last drive of the game. We had to go with Holy Buckeye to beat a shitty Purdue team. In 2014, Virginia Tech handed them their asses at home. You know, like.
That's exactly why I picked Georgia. It's like, yeah, all that other stuff happened, but it's like, these teams get up for the real fucking games. Like, you sleepwalk against a fucking Kent State or whatever because it just happens.
And part of me is still blindly holding to things that, like, Ryan Day hasn't really opened up the playbook because we haven't had to, because there hasn't really been a legitimate threat through 4 quarters yet. You know, Ryan Day's been really good about making halftime adjustments. And, you know, eventually it worked. They ground Northwestern out. They ran for over 200 yards. You know, Stroud had more rushing yards than passing yards, which was mind-boggling.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Cesar, you had a question.
Joe, what's wrong with JSN? What's wrong with Jackson Smith and Jigba?
I mean, it's been a hamstring injury the whole year.
Okay.
And they tried to rush him back, and he tweaked it again. He shouldn't have been playing. I can't remember. I think it was Iowa. He was on a pitch count, and you could see he caught a pass, came up, and was like limping off the field. And Ryan Day still said, oh no, we pulled him out because of the pitch count and all this stuff. Like, no, you could tell. Everybody could tell that was watching. And his dad just did an interview with the Dispatch, I think, like a week ago, and he's saying that he might be healthy enough to come back for Michigan in a playoff run. My guess is he'll probably go full Nick Bosa and kind of pack it in and get ready for
because he's going to be my 7th round pick next year in my fantasy draft.
All right, mark it down, everyone. If you're drafting with Cesar,
dude, my receivers are Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. Like, I am full balls deep into rookie receivers.
But they have to have someone who throws the ball to it.
Bro, Garrett Wilson scored 13.5 points, half PPR.
We're good. College?
But is there reason to be balls deep in them, though? Like,
yeah, because my running backs are Eckler and Saquon. And Aaron Jones.
Are you saying that C.J. Stroud is not throwing the ball adequately there, Mookie? I mean, I'm trying to understand how the guy who's got one of the best QB ratings in college football isn't throwing the ball adequately enough. Could you clarify that comment?
Is he going to be adequately throwing the ball to him also in the NFL next year?
Also, I went Traylon Burks late in the draft, and that motherfucker scored 5 points on the whole year and then hit IR. No. Rookie receivers.
Yeah, because you picked the shitty ones.
Oh, yeah, I picked the first round one. That was so shitty.
Exactly. I picked 2 of those motherfuckers.
Although I will say I went against my own advice and trusted Ryan Tannehill to get him the fucking ball.
Don't you put the problem on anyone else besides yourself with that?
I trusted Joe the Dog Flacco and Zach Milf Wilson.
Well, I was like, who the fuck's gonna throw Chris Olive the goddamn ball and
Chris Olive?
Chris Olive Branch.
Chris Olive.
Who I think is still in concussion protocol from getting his head bounced off the ground like LeBron James dribbling.
Cesar, I want to know how did the wide receivers fill out the Google Doc after you went balls deep in it?
We'll find out week 17 if I win the fucking league or not.
Big Merg says he wasn't melting down either, so it's nice to know there are level-headed Ohio State fans out there. I did not see very many of them on Twitter. Twitter was a complete dumpster fire, even more so than it has been lately. But following a lot of Ohio State fans and then seeing that meltdown during that game, which they showed during warmups, the dude kicks a ball in practice in warmups, and the ball just stops in midair. That's how hard the wind was blowing, and these fans are going crazy about not being able to. And Mookie leaves.
Good timing.
My buddy who lives in Chicago, that was his first ever Buckeye game. And he actually stayed for the entire time and for Carmen, Ohio in that shitty weather. I'm like,
Wow.
I got to give you props because I don't know
That's
if I could.
impressive. Tyson says we should talk more about Caesar's fantasy football teams. Moving on.
We're talking about college football.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Fuck you, Texas A&M, and fuck you, Oklahoma. Vasek just decommitted from Oklahoma and switched to Texas. Fucking go Horns, baby. And Anthony Hill Jr., number 1 rated overall linebacker in the class of whatever the fuck is next. Decommitted from Texas A&M. And where you probably going to go? To fucking UT.
See, it's funny you mentioned Texas A&M in that, because didn't they already show us that recruiting don't mean
They're
shit?
fucking no. That's because Jimbo Fisher has fucking 10,000 papers because he's a fucking idiot. He needs to get on a fucking diet is what he needs to do.
I don't know why we got to be bringing diets.
Far
into this,
from
man.
an idiot. The man is a genius. He has the best job security in the world. Because
Real deal. Ant Hill's gonna be at the game this weekend. I'm gonna take a picture with them.
Did you say Anthill?
Yeah, Anthony Hill.
Yeah, that's what Steven said. Hill is going to be at the TCU game this week.
Go to the game. We'll link.
You're going to take pictures with a high school kid. That's adorable.
I don't give a fuck. He's a dog.
So listen, there was obviously some shakeups. Alabama basically eliminated from the playoffs this weekend thanks to Brian Kelly, that's a sentence I never thought I would say on the show. Brian Kelly eliminates Alabama from the playoffs. But it got me thinking, what if the 12-team playoff was in effect now? Like if we had the 12-team playoff, everybody talks about how, well, the regular season still means something because you got to win your conference, get that bye. I wanted to see just how much the regular season means. Go, Scott, you.
Real quick, I know you aren't believing that Alabama's been fucking eliminated from the playoffs.
Oh, they're out. They're out.
No.
They've got that Ohio State card, motherfucker. The committee will find a way to make sure that they make the 4. They'll be like, Alabama's in. That's weird. There's 100% chance that Alabama still makes this.
Here's why I say Alabama's out. It is likely, listen, Alabama was riding on the fact that they're Alabama. They have not been a good team this year. They should have lost to Texas. They should have lost to who was it? Texas A&M that should have beat them too. I think Lane Kiffin beats them next. I think it's next week they play. So they're going to have 3 losses, and then it's official. There's no way they recover from that. But yeah, I guess
guarantee Alabama's going to be fucking in.
I guess there's a possibility they beat Ole Miss. They run the table through whatever cupcake they have in the second to last game.
Color me not shocked when Alabama.
It'll be an FCS school. They always do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Because the SEC is going to cooperate and make sure that they fucking. They're going to be like, look here, we got to make sure our big dog gets in. Look, y'all just take a dive.
I wanted to see what a 12-team playoff would look like if it ended right now based on today's rankings, assuming that the highest ranked team, Mookie, is going to be losing his shit for whatever. Like he keeps dropping. I don't know if that's his internet, but he's going to come back in so mad and he's going to swear at Spectrum. It's going to be a whole thing.
Oh, dude, fuck Spectrum. Spectrum goes like a fucking dick. I hate Spectrum.
Forever and always.
Yeah, bro. Fuck those guys.
All right, so I went through, assuming that the higher ranked team is the one that ends up winning the conference championship. This is what a 12-team playoff would look like if it was happening right now. These would be your seedings. You got Georgia at number 1, and we gotta hide this for a second. You got Georgia at number 1, Ohio State.
No fucking wave.
TCU at number 3, and Oregon at number 4. Pac-12 getting a bye because they would be the 4th highest conference champion at this point. What is crazy about this to me? 3 Pac-12 teams are making the playoffs. Remember when we said they got to expand it just to get 1 Pac-12 team in? There would be 3 Pac-12 teams because USC and UCLA are currently sitting ranked 8 and 9 in the 12-team format. Another rematch would occur in the 7-10 matchup, LSU versus Alabama. That's another rematch, and in that case, Alabama's winning that one as the 10 seed, and then
they'll get to Ohio State, and then they're going to make it to the national title game, and then they'll probably win that too. Like in this, I see a 10 seed winning it all. That's what I see, and then I look at this fucking thing.
Alabama versus Georgia for the title.
Like that's the path.
On the other side, you've got the group of 5 champion, who is the lowest ranked conference champion, Tulane.
Roll fucking Wave.
First round. Winner of that goes on to play Oregon. And then you have Tennessee and Clemson. Clemson, thanks to Notre Dame whooping that ass, is the 5th highest.
Beat that
ranked.
ass.
I'm dying because this expansion to 12 teams is going to lead to the same matchup we get with 4. Like, this is exactly how it's going to
Okay,
go.
but seriously, you play this out. You look at this play out like USC, UCLA. Okay, you probably pick USC to win that game. Georgia is going to beat the shit out of USC, right? Alabama versus LSU.
Hands
Alabama
down.
is not losing twice to LSU, so Alabama wins that game. And now you got Ohio State, Alabama as the big time quarterfinal matchup. Like that's
And we know how that always goes.
right. That's one of
Do
those.
we?
You guys,
Yeah.
Like in
2014
when we won a national championship.
Bro, I was 14.
Oh, so you picked the one
14
aberration out of all those times? Cool.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a win.
I was
Win's a
14
win.
years old.
Okay, so you got TCU. Tennessee is likely beating up on Clemson. So you got TCU, Tennessee,
Texas, Tennessee.
I'm taking Bill in that matchup. Just FYI.
You're taking over Tennessee. You got William over Josh Heupel, really?
Yes.
Over Bobby Hill? Are you
Yes,
kidding?
because of all the same bullshit as ever. Like it'll be the same fucking teams that we always see.
I'm just saying Tulane beats Michigan.
No.
Yeah,
No.
dude, the Wave
No
are
way.
fucking crazy this year. They're a wagon. I bet on them
And yet
every
they're
week.
not beating Michigan.
Based on this, I have my Final Four as Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, or Alabama. Throw a toss a coin on that one.
Nut up and pick one, bitch.
All right.
Texas.
Then I'm
Bama.
picking Ohio State.
Let's see.
And then Clemson. Just so that
there it is. And so you're gonna get the same old. Like that's the best thing. We get 12 teams. We're gonna look and be like, this is the same fucking 4 we always
But
get.
to Caesar's point, so Caesar's like all in on Tulane beating Michigan. That's what everybody would hang their hat on and be like, see, this is why we expanded it. So the
And
Tulane
that's why
beat
it wouldn't
Michigan,
happen.
and then they lose the next round, and it ends up with the same 4 teams as it always does.
I
Michigan
fucking
still
love
sucks.
Tulane.
I think that's the problem. This is
isn't the-
too
isn't
early
the
to
goddamn
judge,
March
man.
Madness
No, Michigan
or
is
the
actually-
Is
finals
it
Like-
too early
lose
to
to
judge though,
12.
Mookie?
It is
Mookie,
because
it's
think about
too
it.
early
Like
to judge.
Michigan and Ohio State are going to play. Whoever loses that game is going to plummet, and then you've got to
No,
figure.
not that far. That's the thing. They're so highly ranked. They're not going to fall that far.
They'll
Especially
both
if it's a
make
close
it.
game like
They'll
the
both make it.
2006 season was. If it was
But you still have
42-39,
the
then
conference
one of
Bro,
those
I was
teams
championship
6
games.
years old.
And you really think,
Yes.
and you really think they're going to only send TCU from the Big 12? You really think they disrespect the Big 12 that much?
No,
Yep.
this isn't Mookie. This is how it's set up. It's the top 4 conference champions get a bye.
Right.
Then it's seeded 5 through 12 are seeded with the top highest ranked teams, and
Right.
it includes the 2 next highest conference champions. So
And-
yes, in this case, TCU is the only Big 12 team.
It's going to be
that's
Texas.
anywhere
For
near.
now, that's my point. This is all going to change as the season goes on.
Well, yeah, sure.
we are
this is
3
what it's gonna
quarters of
look
the
like
way
at
through the
end of
season, man.
way.
It's not like this is week 2.
That's why I
Listen,
said if it were
we
to end
are-
right
we
now,
are
this is what it
only-
would be.
A half of the way through the most important half of the season, though. So we have to see out how the second half of the most important half finishes before we can really judge.
Okay,
on
Mookie,
this.
do you want me to update this every week? Do you want me to
Uh-huh.
update this every week for the? Okay, deal.
I
I
think
will
so.
update this every week for the show for you.
I'm looking forward to it
See how it
because you know Tulane's going to lose one, and they're going to just completely
Get the
just.
fuck out of here. Tulane's running the fucking schedule.
Thank
We're
you,
wagons.
I said
Okay.
today.
I
Mookie really harping on this, but it's gonna change. I know, but as of today, this is what it is.
Bro, Tulane, I've been saying the whole fucking year
But
that
I don't want to
Tulane is
talk
a
about it
wagon.
today.
Tulane is a wagon. We are the Harvard of the
A
South.
wagon is no good without ox or horses. So who fucking cares?
We have a wave. We don't need horses. We have a
Why
whole
would you put a
tide.
wagon in a wave? You know that half the time when you try
I
to
wondered-
ford
I
the
wanted
river,
to
your
know how
shit
Mr.
stinks.
I wanted to know how Mr. Texas went to we on Tulane. Like, what
Because
the hell
I've been
happened?
betting on them every fucking week.
Oh, so now you're we. 'Cause
Yes.
that all-
That's all
Roll
it takes?
fucking wave.
Roll wave, Scotty.
Roll
Yeah,
fucking wave.
roll wave. So
Roll
it's
wave.
me.
Roll wave.
I
The
had to go
Harvard of the
back.
South.
I haven't been looking at comments. I had to go back. Tyson said
Tulane
Snoopy
is the
dog.
Harvard of the South.
Steven said LSU has to lose out and Alabama has to win out and win the SEC championship to make it in.
Sounds like that's exactly what will happen.
King just said Tulane, a wagon of the wave. Fucking dogs.
So you think that's backing up your point?
Yes.
Okay.
Ryan says Alabama is going to somehow weasel in as a 2-loss team, and ESPN will be a conduit.
None of Tulane has something to do with it.
Not if Tulane has anything to do with it. Tulane's really going to keep
When they
Alabama out of the playoffs.
That's
Steven doesn't
Tulane.
like
You
that
watch
playoff
out, man.
scenario. Ryan pointing out Josh Heupel girls with charcoal.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, Hank Hill might disagree with you there, though.
Yeah, it's the Bobby Hill joke.
You want to taste the meat, man.
Tank saying, does the loser of OSU Michigan stay in the top 4?
No, absolutely not.
It depends.
Not the top. The loser of that game doesn't stay in the top 8. Lock it in.
Depends.
No, if it's Ohio State, they will.
Yes,
Ohio
exactly.
State's not losing the game. Dude.
Michigan
So
wins.
just
I know.
about
It
that.
doesn't matter though. If they do, is the question.
They're
If
not.
they
It's
do,
not
Ohio- Okay,
possible.
fine, but Ohio State is still going to find their way into the conversation, guaranteed. I don't give a fuck what they do in that game. They're still going to make the Final Four.
They ain't losing.
Okay, well, but if they do, they're still going to be there.
Well,
All right, let's.
but they're not going to. So
They'll be like,
Let's
this was the
check-
first ever. The winner of that game is out, and it being Michigan, and Ohio State they're in. It's weird.
How'd that happen?
We crunched the
Ohio State
numbers,
did make it. Ohio State did make it to the playoffs as the non-Big Ten champions.
They
years
did.
ago.
And that is why.
Shut the fuck
I
up,
will
they beat
die
Oregon
on
that
this
year.
hill
Stop.
forever.
Also, if you remember during the COVID season, the committee was like, I know we
Yes.
said you had to play a certain number of games. We're just kidding. It's not for.
We
They
changed
wrote
our
that in the
minds.
rules to
Wasn't
make
going to
sure
be played.
Alabama and Ohio State make it until they turn into Texas.
What? What about Texas?
Let's check the wise guys and see what where they have the rankings currently. Whoa, way too loud. That aggressive music. Way too loud. Much better. Okay. All right, top 10 according to Vegas. These are just the odds to win the national championship. This is how the top 10 should be rated. Number 10 is UCLA.
Bro, where's Tulane?
Number 9, Ole Miss and North Carolina at plus 8,000. Number 8, USC at 5,000. They've been sitting at plus 5,000 like all year long. They just keep people just keep jumping them and falling behind. Like the Vegas has just been like USC, maybe the very outside shot. Number 7, we got a tie between Clemson and LSU at plus 4,000. Number 6, TCU and Bama at plus 3,500. Vegas still keeping Bama around at 6 at plus 3,500.
Because they know. They know.
They know. 5 is Oregon at plus 2,500, highest ranked Pac-12 team right there. Mookie, you talked before about the lack of respect for the Pac or the Big 12. There's only one Big 12 team in the top 10 here. It's TCU at number 6. So even Vegas has no faith in the Big 12.
Yeah, but this is all going to change, man. All right,
Yeah,
we're not
because
done.
TCU's going to be gone by this Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, what
They're playing Texas.
is that? How that
That
works
gets
out?
to our top 4 here. We do have a shakeup thanks to Alabama losing and Clemson losing. Number 4 is Tennessee at plus 1,600.
Intriguing.
Number 3, Michigan at plus 900. Number 2, Ohio State staying steady at that plus 200. Georgia still at the number 1 spot. Their odds get a little bit better at plus 100.
Wow.
So a lot of faith
Those
in
dude,
Georgia.
those aren't even odds. That's just even.
A lot of faith in Georgia after they whooped Tennessee's ass.
The SEC versus the Big Ten. Come watch it play off, folks.
I love how the Michigan trademark makes it look like a little Jesus or whatever there by the 900.
It does, yeah. The only I couldn't find one without the damn trademark. I was pissed off about that. So there you go. There's your Vegas odds. Your wise guys top 10. It's clear that Vegas is like, look, it's the SEC or the Big Ten. Nobody else is even close. Just pick one of those from one of those conferences, and you'll probably cash your bet. Unless you're Mookie, then you can parlay it. Parlay all of them.
Boom, fucking winning, man. I had a big weekend this weekend. I was excited.
How many units you up?
Fuck off.
I gotta be honest, it's kind of hard to keep track because different
Too many.
systems and
Too many units.
I drank a lot.
Real quick before we talk baseball, Joe, I know you're a big high school football fan. You've wanted to see some high school games on your walk. What did you think of that IMG Academy game against Toronto Prep? For those of you that don't know, IMG Academy played Toronto Prep in what has to be another Bishop Sycamore situation.
Bishop Sycamore, 1,000%.
I have no idea.
I saw something online. Granted, it was probably fake. That it's like they had a bunch of people in from like this Canadian junior football league that are like 17 to 22-year-olds. It's like a place that if you can't play college ball, but you want to try to get ready for the CFL, you could.
Oh.
And apparently they had a lot of these guys that basically kind of like Bishop Sycamore, but these guys were supposed to have been better football players, only they weren't. I feel like I could have grabbed 10 other guys from the group, and we probably could have hung more than 0 points on the board.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, IMG Academy won the game 96-0, and it was called at halftime. Unreal. I don't even know how that math happens. Like that is
how do you even get back on the bus or the plane to leave after that? Like I'm just like, fuck it, I'm walking home. I don't even care. I'm walking across the country. Fuck it, let's go.
I was gonna say you would pull that line.
I asked the question in the Craft Root Sports group, like if you're the coach, what do you even say in that situation? Because I feel like your entire team just gave up and decided to play hockey. Like
Hold on.
nobody on that
I think you're just cracking open the Molson with the team, and you're just enjoying the free publicity.
No, dude, this is what you're saying as the coach.
Sell out.
You just sitting there, be like, "Bitch, we got paid. It's okay." Like everybody knows what's up there.
Thanks that it's Madden on rookie
Oh
stats.
my God, right?
That's exactly what it is.
That claps.
Steven said Westlake High School in Austin has won 50 consecutive games and is running for its 4th state title.
They're fucking ridiculous.
Like they even play good football in Texas.
What? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Matt said that coach gets on the bus and says, "We shut him out in the second half, boys."
Well, and you know what? The score, does it actually go down as a 96-0, or does it go down as like forfeit 0-0 because
down
it's
as 96-0?
Oh, that sucks. So this does remind me of when I was in high school for a homecoming one year. So I grew up in Ann Arbor, again, pretty close to the border with Canada and Michigan, and our football team was so bad for homecoming, they bust in the high school from Windsor. And so this was a Canadian high school football team they brought in to play us in America with American rules when they're playing in Canada with Canadian rules, just so we could get a fucking win for homecoming. And we barely squeaked it out. Like these dudes were lining up to punt every third down. It was like a real fucking joke. It was like, shh.
Wait a second. Is that the truth? Like Canadian high school
it's only 3 downs.
Rules?
Yeah.
I know like there's been several that like Steubenville plays a Canadian team like every year. It might actually be that same team from Windsor. I had no idea they play Canadian football rules, and I thought if it was the high school level, it was real football.
They play Canadian football and makes it real easy to put up a win. And so I get it. I get why IMG would do this because, they're probably like, hey, we're Alabama. We need that cupcake before we play, like an actual good team.
They're the number 10 team in the country. What would the number 1 team in the country have done to these kids? Like, that's what I thought about the whole time. I'm like, IMG is only number 10. Like, what? Oh, my God. It's
the
amazing.
fact that they were able to be in their 20s and playing still high school, like, I'm assuming kids no older than 18. Like, that's telling because even just by maturity and size, you would think, Tyson, shut the fuck up. Go do something with your life. I mean, seriously. I'm waiting for the day that you have the hottest fucking trigger for Tyson in that horn. I swear to God. You got like a half showdown from anytime he shows up and does something half decent.
He comes in on
boom,
fire.
Just goes for it.
Oh,
that's
God.
fire. That's a fucking dad joke at best.
It was good.
You guys need to higher your standards when it comes to Tyson.
I had to play Sam Ellinger and Levi Jones. I relate.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Good, because I was like, I never played high school football. Get the fuck out of here.
Another season has come and gone.
It's obvious.
The Astros have won the World Series. Dusty Baker gets his ring. Trey Mancini, that's the one that I'm excited
Oh
about.
my
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
those are some of the
That
worst
dude.
at bats I've ever seen in my life. Mind you, I became a baseball fan like 2 years ago.
Scott, you were pretty happy to see the Phillies choke it away.
Fuck that fucking city.
Yes,
Go on, Scott.
I agree. I am with Kate Upton on this. All the birds to the Philadelphia fans, baby.
Dude, that was amazing. Double bird, some fan in the stands. Ah, that's the best. You know
Yeah.
that guy.
Also, I'm not one of these people that has anything against Houston. I don't know. I don't get the people who are still like, oh, they're cheaters. Like, there's only a handful of guys left that were on that fucking team, and it is what it is. As long as they weren't playing the Braves, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, go Houston. And I'm happy for Dusty. I mean, I don't really care about anybody else on that team. I do like Justin Verlander. I've always been an Altuve guy. I know he was associated with cheating, but like, there's a lot of likable guys on that Houston team, regardless.
Cheating or winning.
Oh, cheating, winning, it's a fine line.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's a gray area.
Yeah, it's a gray area.
you love those.
I think my favorite part of the entire night was when they asked Dusty after the game, like, now that he's got his ring, what's he gonna do? And just if you didn't know Dusty Baker was 73 years old, you would have known it right then and there when he like stopped and looked around and went, party.
Dude, somebody, I can't remember who it was. I was listening to MLB radio for the first time because I had shut it down. I used to listen throughout the season and since the Braves won, every day, all day, MLB radio in the car. As soon as they got eliminated, I was like, I can't listen to this shit. I can't listen to all of this nonsense. So I shut it down. And then I turned it on the last couple of days, and somebody said the best thing about Dusty. It was like, that motherfucker, you know, in a decade will be on a walker and will still be wearing batting gloves, still have a toothpick in, and still be the coolest motherfucker in the room he's in. Like, you gotta love Dusty.
Of course,
Baker.
he's gonna be cool as
Yes,
shit.
like,
man.
you gotta love some Dusty Baker. And we talked about it pre-show. Who in recent memory has played themselves more than Carlos Correa? My man chased the big money, didn't get it, ended up in fucking Minnesota on a team that didn't make the playoffs, and then his replacement wins ALCS MVP, World Series MVP, in the World Series, all without that motherfucker. And I said before the series started, either I was going to get to laugh at Philadelphia because they're just funny to laugh at when they lose, or I was going to be able to laugh at the pain of Carlos Correa for fucking playing himself. And Carlos Correa, congratulations, you played yourself.
Shout out DJ Khaled.
Now, what's next? Party.
Hell yeah, wow. Dusty.
Just old man it. Party. I love it.
Speaking of a city playing itself, though, Cesar, have you ever seen a worse series of penalties to lose a fucking piece of hardware?
I haven't. And you know what's so great about it is that's the city of Philadelphia.
Moving on.
No, I'm gonna keep still hating on
Scott,
the city
how
of
about
Philadelphia.
the Mets, baby? Did you see what they did? The Mets,
Nice try, bud.
dude.
Nothing says L like paying a guy who closes games a record amount of money. Like I was gonna say, that's a whole lot of money to hear Timmy Trumpets play a handful of times a year and get hyped. Fucking idiot ass Mets. But in true Mets fan style, most of them are defending it. He's the best there is. I mean, you got to pay what the market says. Well, $20 million a year if they get to him. What a fucking dumb contract. But hey, it's the Mets. I love when the Mets make dumb moves when we're directly in competition with them.
How much is it? How much is a closer?
I was just gonna see how long Mike was gonna.
I was gonna say.
I was hoping he would play. I was hoping he would play me off.
The entire time Scott talked, I was just going to keep going. I was hoping that it would end, and it did. It ended perfect, where he made his point right at the end of the song. That was well done.
Shout out to Matt Barr, who did not defend it as a Mets fan. Shout out to him.
Well, 5
Is
years,
it really at all
102 million.
defensible, honestly?
How much is a closer usually worth? Like for
Not
the most part?
$20 million.
5,
He's good for 3 outs a game every
maybe.
2 or 3 days. Like you can't give a guy that much money.
Well, not only that, here's the funniest part to me is like the Mets fans were ready before
Mike,
this
you
past
should be
year
singing
to
again.
get rid of this dude. They were ready to punt this dude into the sun. And now they're like, oh, we love you. Closers are the most volatile position in all of baseball. Like next year, he could go back to just being for shit. You're paying him $20 million to do nothing, basically. Go ahead, Cesar. The floor recognizes you.
How much was the guy that Jackie Robinson's number getting paid?
Mariano Rivera, the guy with Jackie Robinson's number.
Well, funny you should ask that. Whatever his annuity is worth right now.
That might be the best reference to Mariano Rivera ever. Guy that wore Jackie Robinson's number.
I saw the movie. He was the only one that fucking had the number after.
Yes, he was grandfathered in. Yes,
just like you read the
internet.
internet.
Oh my god,
guys.
that's good shit.
Okay, Mariano Rivera. I just did a quick Google.
Damn, that was a fast ass Google.
Well, this is just
at his height. Like, hold on, let's take stabs at what he was making at his height. I'm guessing that Mariano Rivera never made more than $12 million a year.
I'd say lower than that even.
Minus inflation, $7 million.
Yeah, I would say 7. That's a good call.
Who the fuck is Mo Vaughn? I know Vince Vaughn.
You don't know who
Oh my god.
Hold on, okay, so we need to answer this question seriously. Mariano Rivera at his height. What is he making?
From this, this is pinstripealley.com that I'm seeing this. It says Rivera would go on to sign 4 more high dollar contracts with the Yankees, totaling $106 million over 9 years and closing out a 5th World Series. So he signed contract extensions to total 106 over 9 years. The Mets are giving Diaz 102 over 5.
With the player option for a 6th.
And Mariano had how many titles in that window?
I mean,
he also set the all-time saves record.
5. Yeah, and he got paid that. And this other chump who's done absolutely nothing.
And most of that was because of his postseason acumen. Like Diaz doesn't even have that. He's never even closed out a playoff win because the Mets lost in the first round. This is like the most Mets contract ever.
Can we just?
They're like, how can we get everybody's focus off the Bobby Bonilla deal? I got it. We're gonna
let's sign a worse deal.
In all seriousness, guys, and I'm not joking about this. Like I know I'm doing the Timmy Trumpets thing, and it's a get, but like
I need to know how long you practiced that before tonight's show.
It's
you didn't have to. It's pretty easy.
I can do it right now.
It's pretty easy.
Mexican also, so I mean, to be fair.
If that moment doesn't go viral, if you don't have that video of Diaz coming out and Timmy Trumpets playing and it being like a big thing for baseball that goes viral and everybody got on board with it and it was like a big thing and everybody's like, hey, baseball's kind of cool again. Does he get this contract? Because I don't think he does. I feel like it's all hype. Like it was just that moment got this man $102 million over 5 years.
He's got to keep butts in the seats.
You know me. I'm all about players getting the bag, so good for him. But holy shit, was this a prisoner of the moment thing for the Mets? Like the Mets were in a position where they could not sign him, but they should have let somebody else sign him if it was going to be for that much money.
I agree. Go ahead.
Ryan Presley had a better walkout than fucking Diaz, my opinion. Ryan Presley walked out to
everybody knows
Johnny
that Rick
Cash
Vaughn
song,
had the best walkout music ever.
and the lights would go on and off as he'd walk in. Oh, bro, that shit was crazy.
As much as I hated the Yankees, fucking Rivera and his fucking Enter Sandman.
The fucking Yankees.
Yeah, like his Enter Sandman was fucking good. Like, and then the same thing with Trevor.
Ariza
Bauer.
No. You guys are just naming Trevor Hoffman. Thank you. Trevor Hoffman also.
I had it in my mind. Bauer felt
Bauer.
Felt like a good
Bauer
answer.
and Ariza. Like FMK, Trevor Bauer, Trevor Ariza, and Trevor Hoffman.
Oh, this is a good one. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Bauer, Ariza, or Hoffman. Here we go. Scott, lead it off. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Bauer.
Well, I'm clearly sipping the only Hall of Famer in the group. I'm
Is it
chugging.
Ariza?
I'm chugging the one that didn't get accused of rape.
Yeah,
And
Wait,
I'm
what
drinking-
was that one? I don't know
Drain
which one that one is.
The easiest sip, chug, drain, pour we've ever done.
Which was that one? I don't know which one that one is.
Trevor Bauer. Oh my god.
Just Google it real quick.
I was panicking so much.
He's like, which Trevor got accused of rape? Oh no.
Which one did the bad thing? So that went well.
Oh my god.
By the way, the Felix Bautista entrance, that was the one I
Dude,
was looking at.
Bautista was crazy in the WWE.
Not
Oh,
that
God.
guy.
The Bautista bomb.
The closer for the Orioles who came out.
Fuck that guy.
to,
Baltimore sucks too.
Omar's whistle from the wire.
Yeah.
That was a badass.
That was
entrance.
really good.
Ooh, okay.
He helped me to a fantasy championship.
In baseball?
Master.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
For obvious reasons.
Jeez.
Wow.
No
Yeah.
problems, dude.
That's a
Bring
good
that
song
up
by
again.
Metallica.
Let's talk about this contemporary era ballot because Scott, I don't understand what's happening here. Like, how is it all of a sudden like these guys are eligible for the Hall of Fame again? Like, I thought all the steroid guys had lost their chance and they were out and it was done. And then baseball was like, okay, listen, I know we had this other committee. Now we're going to get a different committee and it's contemporary era. And there's 8 guys. And if they get 75% of these 16 votes, then they're in.
I'm so confused because it was like the Hall of Fame ballot, and then if you didn't make that forever, then you were on the Veterans Committee, and then that was it. Like when this came out the other day, I was like, "Wait, what are we talking about? What list is this?" Like, I'm
new.
a big baseball fan. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Why is there a new list?
Okay, now I want to do this because Scott, you have very real feelings about this, very real thoughts. Mookie and Cesar have no idea probably who any of these people are. So guys, I'm going to name a name, Mookie and Cesar. I want to know if they get your vote for the Hall of Fame on this contemporary era.
This ought to be good.
Ready? Here we go. Number 1. We'll start off easy for you. Barry Bonds.
Oh, bro, he should be in the Hall of Fame like fucking 20 years ago.
No, fuck
Mookie with
that
the
guy.
thumb down?
He can suck a dick.
Mookie
Why?
riding that red wave again.
Why?
Yep.
Unfortunately, out of the 3 votes from our committee, that's only 66%. They did not
That's
hit
more
the
than 50. He
75%
should get
threshold.
in.
75%
70.
threshold. So Bonds is out. Next up, Kurt Schilling.
Oh, fuck, he had a bloody sock. Hall of Fame.
Of course, Mookie wants him, man. Shocker.
Right. What in the world is going on over there?
Hold on, time out. I'll tell you what's going on, Joe. This is what's going on.
Racism.
White people before, you know what I'm saying? But you motherfucker, man, you white as mayonnaise, man.
You know, the funny part is these 2 assholes said yes before I did.
We also didn't say no to the black guy.
They
before he
allowed
racist.
Bonds
No,
in.
fuck Barry
Yes.
Bonds. He was a cheating ass motherfucker. I just cannot.
That dude was a Hall
Wow.
of Famer before he took.
Thank
He
you,
was, and then he
Joe.
fucked it all
Thank
up,
you,
man.
Joe.
Charlie Sheen used to be great too, and then he went
Winning.
psycho. Like, no.
Wait, but are you saying that Kurt Schilling didn't go psycho? Like,
Yeah.
you're okay with what Kurt Schilling has done?
Well, I wanted to see what you guys would say when I said.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Roger Clemens is
He
Roger.
went to
Clemens.
Texas, so Hall of Fame.
Okay, Mookie now emphatically throwing down the white guy to try to throw us off the set.
Yes, is gonna say.
No.
Hall of Fame. He went to Texas. Hall of Fame.
He'll throw
was
one
a
white guy
Yankee.
down to, one guy's got to take the fall.
He was a Yankee. Fuck him.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
that's a
fuck,
damn
what
good
a-
reason.
So Clemens is out. Only 66% of the vote here between Joe Cesar and Mookie. Don Mattingly.
Wait, he coached the Dodgers, no?
He did coach the Dodgers at one point.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, he is out. 66% of the vote. Cesar says no. Next up, now is when it's going to start getting fun, Scott. This
I need
is
to
where
Google
this
these
is gonna be
motherfuckers.
good.
Is it gonna be Trevor Ariza?
the names are going to start evading Mookie. and
Trevor Ariza.
let's go with Rafael Palmeiro. What do you think,
Palmeiro.
guys?
You know,
Don't
Caesar's
Google,
voting.
Cesar. Don't
You know,
Google.
you know,
Okay.
Caesar's voting yes. I thought he was just gonna vote yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been an easy one.
Yeah, I
He's
was
a
gonna say.
Mexican. He sounds Mexican, so yeah.
That's what
That's what I'm saying. Should have been easy.
Mexicanos.
Rafael Palmeiro and,
I did not use performance-enhancing drugs.
Wait, isn't that what Tiger Woods said when he cheated on his wife?
No, it's what Rafael Palmeiro did in front of Congress.
Next up, crime dog Fred McGriff.
Oh, fuck yeah! They
absolutely.
named a dog after him here in Laredo.
Even though he's a brave, I think, you know.
More or less. Hey, Caesar, do you know who Tom Amansky is?
Fuck no, he sounds like a serial killer.
I mean, they're not
Tom
mutually
Omansky?
exclusive.
How do you spell that?
Google Tom Amansky and you'll see Fred McGriff pop up immediately.
Hey, those were fantastic drills we had.
They
Dude,
were
I
the
bet you
best.
he's still getting residuals from that
Oh,
shit.
he's
Oh,
100% is.
You got
Yeah.
a pool.
Oh, Tom O'Malley.
Back
Tom
to
and
back
Mansky.
to
And
back
Mansky, not
to back.
O'Malley.
O'Malley. How do you
AAU
spell
national
that?
champions.
Yeah.
Ansky.
Oh, the best. Those were the best.
Oh, this guy
Albert
looks like a.
Bell.
Oh, fuck yeah! Hall of Fame for him. He's a minority.
He didn't know that Fred McGriff
Hey,
was a
Daryl
minority.
wow.
Strawberry,
Yeah.
Hall of Fame too.
Oh, wow.
He had a 30 for 30.
Albert Bell, fellas. Is Albert Bell in on this or not?
If
Yeah,
he's
well,
related to Bluebell ice cream, then yes. If he's not, then no.
He's a minority,
electing,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
voting
yes, yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
voting for Albert simply for the Fernando Vina forearm shiver, baby.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm voting for Albert simply for the cork this motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's my
right.
favorite Albert Bell moment.
Minorities.
But I loved him trucking Fernando Vina at second base
Also-
just because.
Also, Albert Bell deserves a vote for chasing kids down the street on Halloween.
Yes,
Whoa.
on Halloween, yes. I forgot about that one.
I mean, damn, that just sounds like a great block captain.
Last name on the contemporary era ballot is Dale Murphy. What do you think, Cesar and Mookie? No Googling. Is he in or not?
He sounds racist, so no.
He sounds like Dale Gribble, so I'm gonna say yes.
If it was Dale Earnhardt, then yes.
I'm pretty sure Dale.
Joe, your vote doesn't matter because we've got a downvote anyways. So there you go. There's the
Don't you dare tell me
contemporary
he's
era
a
ballot.
minority.
It feels like the Hall of Fame is like, listen, these
We're
We're
guys,
putting Bonds
yeah,
and these guys in one way or the other.
these guys
Yeah.
need-
Yeah, dude, fuck
we don't
that
know
shit.
how we're gonna get them in, but they need to be in.
This
So
is, you know what this is? This is the major league version of making sure Ohio State makes it to the Final Four.
Right.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
since we're talking that baseball right now, please tell me you guys noticed how hilarious it's going to be that Pete Rose is placing the first bet at the sports book.
for sure.
Oh God,
That
yes.
pisses
For
me off.
sure. The dude just doesn't get it. He
Nope.
doesn't.
He should be in the Hall of Fame, though. He should be in the Hall of
No,
Fame.
no. Fuck.
Look, you
no.
degenerate gambler. You should be rooting for
Wait,
Pete.
why not? I think he should be in there.
Pedophile, man. Are you kidding me?
Wait, pedophile? Did I ask?
Speaking of people who don't get it, Sip Truck Jane Poor, Pete Rose, Kanye, and Kyrie. And go.
Oh shit! Oh my god! This is holy shit!
Dude, just give me the blue capsule now.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Cesar was like 2 minorities. I'm gone.
Dude, this might be the hardest sip chug drain pour of all time.
I'm closing my laptop slowly.
I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for this one.
He made graduation. He made graduation. He made graduation. He made graduation.
I miss the old Kanye. That's all I'm saying.
They're like the real old.
No, I
Kanye,
missed the
like-
fucking 2021 Kanye at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. I missed 3 weeks ago, Kanye.
I missed
I'm
Chick-fil-A.
gonna sip Kyrie.
Joe, stop. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. We need you to get money. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah.
I'm
Rah,
drinking.
rah, 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 rah.
Hold on, I want to hear Joe's answer. He's sipping Kyrie and what?
I'm chugging Kanye specifically for graduation, and I'm drain pouring Pete.
It's probably the right answer. The only one who's been accused of rape.
What?
Again, the rapist is the one that gets trained for.
What the fuck is wrong with baseball players and rape?
What the fuck is wrong with men and rape?
It's
Honestly, like, fuck.
It's not a
Steven,
sports-
we
a
didn't
sport
settle on a
exclusive
section to
thing.
meet. I'm going to the game.
I just got hit with my own respect the game. I can't with
Yeah, you
Steven
did.
saying
You
an
did.
answer must
An
be
answer
given.
must be given.
Oh man, I don't like this at all.
No, we don't have to answer. We don't have to answer. We don't have to answer. We don't have to answer.
Respect
The
the
people
game.
demand an answer.
Respect the game. Joe gave an answer. Y'all are on the spot.
Sipping Kanye. I'm sipping Kanye. Simply
So we
because
hate Jews.
this is more a mental illness thing that he can, if he gets on his meds, can take care of.
Look at him. Look at him itching, trying to talk his way out of it.
I don't know, man. No, because this motherfucker over here doesn't want to drain pour. He's sitting there thinking.
No, well, it's okay. Look, here's the problem. I'm chugging Kyrie because racism and anti-Semitism is not as bad as banging little kids. So I'm drain pouring Pete Rose. There you go.
I'll be honest, I missed the part about Pete Rose being a rapist or a child molester, and I will.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch baseball, anything really.
I
So
got
I'm
it.
gonna go ahead-
Larsa
Well, he wasn't
trying-
doing it in the
I'm
Pete
really
dugout,
trying to
Rose,
get all of
call him
it.
alone.
Oh man, Tank wants to know if Ye's coming on Craft Root
I
Sports.
fucking wish.
No, I don't.
No.
He got kicked off of the barbershop show. Like, there's no way he's coming on here.
Yeah, but LeBron lies at his job, bro.
I feel like Ye would come on. He'd be like, "Yeah, if you're gonna let me talk, sure, let me come on." And then
And
we
we-
got
none of us would. Nobody else would get
And I'll be like,
rude.
and the opening statement will be like, well, Mike sipped you, so Kanye, the floor is yours.
I'm pour draining Pete Rose. I am.
I would totally pass it off on Mike.
I mean, that's the way to go about it.
Mike is a huge fan of your recent comments, so go ahead, Kanye.
let's talk golf real quick.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
So this is going well.
Mike's still down for the count. He thought the transition would slow things down for him.
I thought Cesar froze until I just saw his hand move.
Oh, God.
The struggle bus.
Transition would give me a second to breathe.
Oh, speaking of golf, I found some Titleist irons and Sergio Garcia's R7 forward at Goodwill.
And so you bought them, right?
Fuck
If we
yeah.
were just-
Okay,
if we
good.
were
I was
Yeah,
like,
yes, Matt. That's exactly what Cesar said. He was
Yes.
floor draining Pete Rose.
It's a joke. It's a joke. If those who got it, got it. If you didn't, suck my dick.
Wait a second.
so Pete Rose did not get the Google form.
Tyson said, "Is Ye pronounced like Yay?" I
Oh,
Ye.
this is a cracker.
Oh, are you saying he should get
Steven,
the?
I did give an answer. I know we
Oh.
don't. I don't have a soul. I did give an answer. I begrudgingly gave an answer. I'm not repeating it ever
Super
again.
Kanye fan, Mike Burlon.
Tiger's back, everybody. Tiger playing with Rory in the match in December against Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. The match is back. The match is no more of that bullshit with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and non-golfers playing. It's 4 really good golfers playing against each other. Tiger Woods is back.
You said 4 really good, not 3 good, and then one guy past his prime.
I said what I said, Joe.
Who's past his prime? Man?
Aaron Rodgers.
Because Tiger is going to come out with a vengeance. This is match play, baby. This is all for Tiger.
And
He doesn't have to
then
play
he's
out
going to
the
hurt his
whole-
back again.
Dude, you stole it from me, Joe. I was like, he's gonna come out on fire, and then my back, guys, I'm out. Ugh.
My neck,
like my
my
grandma.
back, my neck,
Okay,
and my back.
here's why Tiger is going to do good in this. The match is always only like 12 holes anyways, and it's match play, so you don't have to play out the hole in its entirety. It's team match play on top of that. Tiger, this is made for him, man. He gets to look like a king without having to actually play an entire round of golf. Genius.
Here's the question though: Does he have to hit driver? Does he have to hit tee shots? Because that could take a toll on his back, where it's going to hurt his short iron play, which is where he really would excel in match play.
Are we done talking rapists so I can show my face?
Yes. Steven said the wife walked in on the last part and wonders what Bush League shit this is. Welcome to the show, Steven.
Yeah,
Blake.
she should know this by
Every
now.
Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Craft Brewed Sports. Where
We debate who's the worst person in the world between Kanye, Pete Rose, and
If she has season
fucking
tickets, then
Kanye.
show me.
I mean,
on
we're
Saturday,
asking the hard
Steven.
questions here,
Also,
guys.
Steven, bring your wife in because we're about to rate these beers again. Scott,
Bro,
what
we're not
are you
weed
drinking? Use the scale. Would you bang your beer just like the Bush League show this shit is? And would you fuck that beer you were drinking?
I was drinking Founders French Toast Bastard, the 11% bourbon barrel aged ale. I'd fuck the shit out of this beer like Pete. Never mind.
Speaking of bastard, shout out Jon Snow.
Mookie, what were you drinking? Would you bang it? Please don't make a Pete Rose joke.
Jon Snow.
Tell your camera to fucking, actually.
Yeah, well, when I was trying to come back, there we go. Inhabited form from a Cerebral Brewing, as Mike said pre-show. It's 4 words that probably shouldn't go together or don't belong together in dry hopped oat lager. This shit was amazing. We're going complete above board here. We're going to fucking Applebee's for some, half price wings and whatnot while we get some beers. We'll go out to a nice show or something, and then we're gonna come home and take care of business. This was a winner. This was a great Friday. This is a great Thursday night date night beer.
There you go. Okay.
That's right. Treat her right.
Cesar, what were you
Half
drinking?
right apps and zerts.
This is me at a club.
All right, Cesar fist pumping at a club.
Why are you twerking on somebody?
No,
this
I'm
is in
sitting
front of
down.
them. Why are you not?
No, you're twerking on somebody in that short skirt. Why are you dressed like that? And twerking on
Caesar, in that video, Caesar's like, just got a 5 on the Google app. Just
No,
got
I
a
said
5.
I was trying to mind my business. None of them compare. Anyways, this one, dog shit.
This one.
Dude,
Fucking
903.
gas. This one was fucking
Always.
amazing.
One's
Holy
dog shit, one's dog.
This was the most amazingest beer I've ever had
amazingest
on the show.
All right.
The most amazingest.
And that's not a word.
No, it is.
I think you
not.
just made it though.
Joe, how was that A&W root beer?
I'm just saying, if you wouldn't fuck A&W root beer, then you can just get out of America.
Oh yes, sir. Have
I'm
you ever
already
had
close
it
to the
draft?
border as it is, so it's okay.
Steven said he had a 512 IPA here, 7% ABV. And if ABV was age, I'd make like Pete Rose and drink this beer.
Oh,
For Steven, give him hell. Give him hell.
Hold on.
Make him eat shit.
Steven earned it. The man earned it.
He's from Texas. What'd you expect?
I had 50 West Coast to Coast IPA. It's the old trustworthy. This is the one where it's like, hey, the kids are napping. We got a few minutes. You wanna go bang on that? Sure. All right, cool. And then you just go hit a quickie in the closet while your kids are asleep.
Why do they have to be asleep, Mike? I feel like you're quick enough; it wouldn't matter.
Oh, that's disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie, that's disrespectful.
No, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. I don't know how you know that, but that's a fair assessment.
That's
Joe.
disrespectful.
Joe, it was great hanging out with you again tonight, man. Thanks for hanging the whole show. California next week, right?
Oh yeah.
Hell
Yep. No matter what, I'm getting to fucking California next week.
So we're 2 weeks away. Are you gonna cross the Golden Gate Bridge on this show? Is that the plan?
I'm gonna try. It's really going to annoy my mom and my sister when they're going to be all like, "Oh my God, you finished!" I'm like, "Shut up! I'm on the podcast. Leave me alone."
Hey, they could call in. We could add them in.
I'd like to, but I don't know. There's a lot of people that follow the Facebook page that want me to do it on there.
Totally understand. Do it live on Facebook and then meet up with us afterwards, and then we'll
if I finish early enough in the day to do that. I don't know where I'll be mileage wise. It's going to be warm. So I'm hoping, like, once I get through the mountains, to knock out some 20 and 25-mile days so I can make that last day, like the short one, like a 10 or a 15, and just kind of enjoy wrapping everything up.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we're pulling for you, man. Good luck getting through the Sierras and have
Be
fun.
safe, Joe.
Be safe, Joe.
Well, I am not wearing a condom, so we are not being safe.
Well.
Why are you making decisions that I make?
Thank you,
somebody,
guys. So
as somebody who snipped his balls, I co-sign that.
Your balls or Joe's balls?
My balls, baby.
Thank you guys so
Pretty
much
sure
for
his balls
tuning
were on
in.
your t-shirt.
This was an absurd show, and I'm pretty sure we're all canceled after this one.
Nope, not me.
If we're here next week, be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports on Twitter and Instagram. Join the Facebook group. There's a ton of great people in there. Shout out to the Facebook group for coming to the aid of one of the members last week after the show. Just showed out and did some amazing things. I love that group.
Love you guys.
You're on Facebook. It's one of the only good things about Facebook now. Go join the group and have fun with us.
Even if Cesar doesn't buy a shirt.
Even if Cesar doesn't buy a shirt.
Gabe's buying me my shirts.
Subscribe.
Gabe already bought his shirt, motherfucker.
He said he was buying one last week.
No, you gotta buy him because we covered 70, motherfucker. You
I don't
can't-
give a fuck. I'm going for Texas, not Notre Dame.
Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Go check them out and subscribe and review all the Belly Up Sports podcasts. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
Hot stove season, baby.
2 weeks left to buy a shirt.
Texas 69, TCU 12.
I have a belly button.
Poop right now.